Hi there, I'm Lisa Starr, the Grow Well educator with We Work Well. And today we are speaking with two luminous ladies from Oakworks, the makers of many of our beautiful massage and bodywork tables. We are joined by Jessica Wadley, who's the Vice President of Sales in the Americas, and Dafne Berlanga, Vice President of Sales internationally. They're in two different locations, but through the wonders of virtual scheduling, here we all are together. So welcome, ladies. We're going to start first with Jessica, and Jessica's going to tell us what's the situation with Oakworks now. You know, how's the company doing in this downtime?
Well, obviously, it's been a very stressful time for all of us and all of our friends, day by day. Sometimes I feel like even moment by moment.
For sure.
Hearing a lot from our friends about furloughs and things of that nature. We've also had to, just like so many of our manufacturing friends, had to pivot very quickly to think about how do we exhaust all measures to avoid our own internal layoffs and furloughs. And so we've been doing things like completely retooling our factory. We created a whole new set of products in record time for emergency solutions for the emergency bed shortage that you see out there, everything from pop-up triage to any types of emergency situations. Dafne and I have learned a whole new language really quickly, working on state and federal levels, and just really listening. So, you know, we probably worked and created things in a matter of weeks time. I'm so proud of our team, our R&D team, our ownership, Jeff Riak. It's just been amazing and really emotional at what some of the things our team has been able to accomplish.
So you have created some new products that the medical field can use?
Yes,
definitely.
Absolutely.
So in terms of manufacturing, what has happened is we, anyways, Oakworks has been manufacturing, 50% of the production is medical. And we work really close with the World Trade Center in Harrisburg in Pennsylvania. And very quickly they let us know that we had to remain open. And they even offered help if we needed more people, resources, or materials. They've been helping us not only domestically, but also internationally. So within the first few days, we all got together, product managers, research and development, engineers, and we thought that we could help in this situation, and we developed emergency beds. And right now we've developed 3 products, and next week we're going to launch a new product that right now is being tested, which has been really, really exciting because we're learning so much, right? We're going to be able to give back to our spa community in the future. I think it's gonna be really, really interesting. So we are now, the big part of the capacity of the plant is dedicated to that. We're still manufacturing our traditional products in the medical line. In terms of the spa industry, the projects that were gonna be renewals still going on, still receiving orders. Interestingly, international orders for the massage products are starting to come. People are starting to stock, so there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And in terms of the future, what's really interesting is our TerraTouch, the material that we work with, has been tested medically. We follow the rule, well, it's a certification 10993, which is a biocompatibility test that proves that our products can be cleaned with EPA certified products specifically for COVID. And we've been talking to our customers. Now they know that their product is going to be safe once they start cleaning it with a little bit, harsh chemicals. So from that, our business is now starting to grow because we manufacture a product like the TerraTouch cover for beds, and people know that now they're going to have to be using medical grade tops. So in that sense, our market is growing. It's really positive. People are going to feel safe to use these kind of materials on their tables.
So that's a fascinating story that you were able to pull your R&D team together to recreate, what, 3 new products you said in a few weeks?
Yes,
and
it
then
was.
also,
It was in a matter of weeks.
Sorry, go ahead, Dafne.
It was in a matter of weeks, and we're very happy because just yesterday we saw our table posted in the news, one of our emergency beds next to the governor of New Jersey. That was really exciting. It made us feel very proud and humble to be able to help in this situation.
That must have made the team feel great too. I mean, is everyone in the factory working on medical, or have some people been put on layoff? How has that worked?
So I think, so a couple things. We still are seeing projects that are in progress for renovations. Renovations really have not been ceased in terms of the spa side. The majority of the mix is medical right now, but in terms of renovations. And then also we're staying very connected with some of the spa directors, even though they're on furlough, on a very highly consultative and individual manner, helping them prepare as they emerge. Yesterday was big news, actually, with some of the states considering opening.
Right.
So we definitely saw, even as of yesterday in the United States, some of those incoming calls were helping them to prepare their equipment to operate post-COVID.
How have you been staying in touch with the spa people who are furloughed? I mean, how are you keeping the Oakworks brand out there?
I think what's really mind-blowing and what has been the most heart-touching is seeing all of our regional associations pull together. Florida Spa Association, Las Vegas Spa Association, all of them, we're all staying connected as much as possible. We're so proud to be a part of those associations. And some prefer to send us a direct message via Instagram. Some prefer to send a WhatsApp. Some prefer a Facebook. So we're doing a lot of that right now and just staying in touch as well.
That's a great point you make, Jessica, about the associations. I too have seen a heightened activity, and this really, because this is an issue we're facing that's very regional. While it's happening across the globe to everyone, and everyone is in the same boat, so to speak, the reopening is going to be very pocket by pocket. And I think the regional really plays a role here in understanding how to move forward. But we'll see, as places do begin to reopen, how that unfolds.
Absolutely.
Dafne, what do you think will happen, in the next year? How do you see business evolving?
It's going to be really interesting. For the things that I see in other countries, when I see things starting to happen in Asia or even in Europe, I see like there is things are going to get going faster than we think. Right now we're in the middle of it, so it feels a little bit like maybe things are dark, but as I mentioned, I feel like there's light at the end of the tunnel. The conversations that I'm having in Asia are so active, they're so positive. The same thing goes, I mean, even with Italy, I'm speaking with our distributors in Spain. I think there's gonna be a lot of innovation. I think there's gonna be a lot of new things that might make a treatment even more comprehensive. Internally at Oakworks, for us, we're still riding the wave of the emergency products. It's interesting because this week it kind of changed. All of a sudden, I'm hearing in research and development and the sales team, oh, this is what we're gonna need in the future. And we're coming up with materials and products and ideas, and it's very exciting. But right now, we still need to stay focused. And we're thinking that in a week and a half, or maybe even 2 weeks, we're all gonna get together and we're gonna get all these ideas that we're hearing from all these conversations we are having. Like the other day, I had one, was a very interesting one with Global Wellness Institute. We got so many ideas, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, like there's all these products coming. Then at the same time, we're gonna put together these ideas with the experience that we're getting from medical environment, from working kind of like in a hospital room, and the products and the ideas that are gonna come out are gonna be hopefully revolutionizing and in many ways, in terms of protocols, in terms of materials, in terms of the product and the solution itself.
So before I jump back to Jessica, I'm interested to hear from you, Dafne, as a leader of your teams, and you've got all these different initiatives. Do you foresee a challenge like knowing where to manage, like which team to focus on as you move forward from this?
Well, in Oakworks, there's so many lines of products and so many types of clients that yes, it gets sometimes a little bit complicated. Just one of our clients, for example, at this moment are the global purchasing organizations of hospitals. Very different way of doing business. But Oakworks is ready because we have a bigger team in the spa industry. Jessica and I are very well known, but within the company we have a bigger team, and so we're just going to have to focus on the current situation in each region at the different times. So I can tell you that me personally, I was 100% focused on the medical industry in the last few weeks, but now I am gently starting to come back to the spa industry, where Jessica's time, as she mentioned, all of a sudden she was talking with GPOs and medical distributors and state level in the state of Florida. So very gently she's going to come back. And we are thinking that within a few months, we're going to go back into our roles and dedicate to what we were doing. But right, as I mentioned, for us, it's difficult now because we're riding the wave of the emergency. It will change very soon.
Well, it was really nice that Oakworks got to play a role in that, though. That's been a benefit for some of the equipment companies. Jessica, any closing thoughts from you?
Just closing thoughts, and that, you know, I'm so grateful to our spa community for really bonding together during this time. I think that a lot of amazing innovations are going to be born out of this. I think that, you know, sanitization has always been at the forefront of our minds, but that's going to elevate even further. We'll be able to adopt some of those practices in healthcare and really elevate that in spa. We're thinking about it, we're doing it, and we've always had that mindset, but I think now it's going to become more important than ever. And I think that, you know, what's so wonderful, and we were talking about this as it translates from healthcare as well over to spa and to wellness, is that people are going to yearn for that much more than ever. And so, you know, so much more gratitude, so much, we'll be so thankful to be with each other at trade shows, more than we've ever been before.
We'll be hugging more than ever, right?
Yes, absolutely. And so many just great genius ideas, as we all know.
I think this has been so hard on spa people because we are, you know, we like to touch and hug and we see each other, and I'm grateful for the technology, Lord knows, but it will be nice to be together in person at the next We Work Well event or wherever it is. I do agree too. I think there are a lot of innovations coming out of this. The spa industry has always been clean and sanitized and hygienic, but now we'll really get to show how well we've done that. So thank you both for joining us today and your great work. Keep it up, and we look forward to seeing you in person sometime really soon.
Look forward to seeing you at the next We Work Well.
Thank you.
Thank you.